Little record or what? So no topic today, no? If you have any topic, then we can, if you have any question, we can start from there to discuss. That should be spiritual, your question. If you have anything ready. So we have just chanted Ram Nam Sankirtan. There is little bit of not properly done because we are not musicians. But what is said is very good. Itani minati Raghunandana. Say we all understand. Oh Raghunandan, oh Ramachandraji, this is our prayer. Itani minati. Dukhodanda hamara mitaoji. That's the philosophy of life. We are here for removing our dukha and danda. Dukha means suffering, pain, suffering, anguish, no? And danda, the duality of existence, non-existence, good, bad. Anything we see in the world, that is a duality. And this duality is the cause of all suffering, no? When you are alone, you are very happy. You suppose you are in your home alone and no one to disturb you, anything, how happy you are. But two comes means little joy may happen, also little suffering may happen. Duality means, two means always conflict. Danda. So danda is a part of life and that is called life. But how we can cross over, that is the sadhana we all intend to practice. This world is called the samsara. Why samsara? Samsarati iti samsara. Sammak rupe, certainly it is moving all the time. Nothing is static in this world, no? Nothing in the world is static. It is always in a flux, is a movement, in a change. The moment, every moment, your body is changing, your mind is changing. Your emotions are changing, your understanding is changing. Sun is changing, moon is changing, earth is changing, the tree is changing. Is it not? Little by little, every day, bit by bit, bit by bit. That is the danda, duality. And this is called samsara. So what to hold on in this world? Whatever you are trying to grab, by the time it is gone. That is called samsara. But is it all then negative? Only danda, only suffering, only pain, only anguish, only frustration? No. That's why we are praying, Itani minati. This is our prayer, O Ramji. Dukha danda mitao. It can be eradicated. This dukha can be eradicated. This samsara dukkha, the suffering of this life, can be eradicated. As Buddha said, there is a way. And I know that. Our Upanishad says, yes, there is suffering. But that does not mean you cry and weep. But there is a way to get out of it. So this is called spiritual life, no? Dukho danda hamaro mitavodi. And how? Apane pada pankaja pinjarame. In your lotus feet, pada pankaja, lotus feet. There, mama chittahang hamara baithauji. My mind roams around in all this diverse subjective universe. It does not think of God, which is permanent, which is eternal. Ramachandra's padam is not the fit physical flesh and bone. Padam is the state of Sri Ramji, which is the constant, Shuddha, Brahma, Paratpara, Ram, just we sang. What is Shuddha? Shuddha means pure. Brahman is absolute and one. Paratpara, which is beyond all duality and above everything beyond. Paratpara. That is the Rama. And that Rama Pada, Apana Pada, your own feet, your own abode, your own status of absolute joy. Chitta Hangsa Baithauji. Let my heart, let my feeling, let my mind get settled there. Here comes the whole spiritual life. No. All your meditation, all your prayers, what are you doing? This is the sadhana. That's the prayer. Apane pada pankaja pinjara mein chita hangsa hamaro. My chitta means chitta, the mind. It is like a hangsa. Hangsa means, hangsa is swan. Swan means what? It lives in the water, but water does not stick in the body of the hangsa. I am by nature that, but I have forgotten that, and I get mixed up with the world and get involved into this. So let my mind be settled there itself. Chitta hangsa hamaro baithao. Just push me. So that is the prayer. That's the path of devotion. We can reach that. Apana pada pankaja pinjara mein chitta hangsa hamara baithao. Tulasi daso kaho karo jodi. Don't block the entrance, another will come. Why not share? So he says, Tulasidas, Bhakta, we are all, he is representing us. He is saying, Tulasidas is Kaha Karajodi, with folded palm. Kaha Kara is saying, but he says, Bhavasagara Paro Udaroji. O Ramji, Bhavasagara, the world of, this turmoil world of samsara means everything which is moving and changing. Cross me, take me across. So this is the whole spiritual life, what we are talking about, no? We are in samsara, and no one needs to prove that there is dandha, duality. There is all these different types of confusions and fear and frustration, dukho dandha. But it is not all. There is a way to get out. And he is speaking out bhakti. Here mostly we are emphasizing bhakti. But also meditation is included. No yoga is independent. When you talk about, he says, chitta hangsam hamara baithauji. Take my chitta, like which is a swan. Enjoy the bliss at your ocean of consciousness. So, there comes meditation, there comes prayer, there comes action also. Let my all action can be taken. So samsara, in this world we are here, we make different symbologies like Rama, Krishna, Buddha. These are embodiment of divine consciousness. And we take refuge according to our own taste, someone to Rama, someone to Krishna. But we have to understand that who is Rama? Again, come back to the same point. Who is Rama? Shuddha Brahma Parakpara Ram. That's Satchidananda Ram, who has taken a human body out of compassion. So, who is Krishna? He is Bhagavan himself. Who is Bhagavan? What is the concept of Bhagavan? Who is Bhagavan? Some of you tell me, who is Bhagavan? Huh? Saguna Brahman. How he becomes Saguna?
Nirgun plus Maya.
Nirgun plus Maya. Good answer. Very good. Yeah, true. Nirgun, which is no form, no name, which is absolute. There is no two, danda, no duality. That's why Rama is non-nirdanda. There is no two, there is only one who will say one if there is no two. We are two people, we can say one or two. If there is only one, who will say one? That's why Ekam eva advityam Brahma. Upanishad says, Ekam eva, there is only one. Advityam, there is no two. And that is called Brahman. Ekam eva advityam Brahma. Neha nanasti kinchana. In the Vedanta Upanishad it says, Ekam eva advayam Brahma. That Brahma is advaya, no two. And ekam eva advayam. Na iho nanausti. You see nana, variety. It is not there. Nana asti. That's that absolute one. That's why Shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam. But in time, he has become Kalatmaka, in time, space and causation, which is called Maya. He appears to be Rama. How Rama? That same absolute truth in time, space, causation is condensed and appears before us as Rama. So the same is the philosophy. All the incarnations are the embodiment of that Satchidananda consciousness. The same reality which is transcendental becomes Saguna with the Maya. He is called Bhagavan, he is called Ishvara, he is called God, Lord. And all the world religion prays to God, this God. Because you have to pray, there should be something to pray and someone to pray. Object of prayer and the person who will pray. And there should be some media to talk about. That's the mind, intellect, ego, who work through that. So this is the Triputi, three. That Brahman, absolute Brahman, there is no three, not two, not even not in one. But now you come with the inscrutable Maya, that absolute becomes Saguna. But Nirakara, that's the Brahman, that's the Ishvara idea, God idea. In Christian idea, Christianity, Judeo-Christian religion, they call it God. Hindus call it Bhagavan, Ishvara. Ishvara means he who controls, and Ishan, whole creation comes after him. And then all gods and goddesses and the creation come. It is his inscrutable Maya, like 3D eyeglass. You put it in your eye and you see the different world. You are sitting here, nothing is here, but you can see how tangible reality is that. You cannot deny that. Sometimes people get frightened. But this is appearance. That's called it is appearance. But that same, how to understand this high philosophy. That's why God himself, the Saguna Brahma, that God Lord, he sometimes takes a human form out of compassion. And that's why they are the incarnations, we call it incarnations. Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Christ, Ramakrishna, Sri Chaitanya. So these are why? They come with the full power. God himself comes with his whole power, no? Wherever you go, you carry your all powers, no? Suppose you are a musician. You may be sitting idle, not speaking anything. But musical talent is with you. If it is opportunity comes, you will just express them, no? So God comes with the whole power. But in every incarnation he comes to exert that much energy is necessary to do what is needed for that time, period of his time zone, no? So Ramachandra came, he has to fight with the bow and arrow. Krishna came, he was a king. He also have to do that. But Buddha came, being a king, he gave up everything, became a monk. And then he went around and with only showing love, compassion. That is a weapon. How to destroy our suffering? Dvanda. In this song we sang, duality, the suffering and pain and object of all the duality keeping our life miserable. So to take us beyond that, they incarnate and they pave a path. And we are to follow that path. Then that's why by meditation. That's why this prayer is beautiful, Tulsidas' prayer, no? That is a Tulsi Daso Kaha Karajodi. This is the prayer of Tulsidas. With folded palm he is asking, what you do? Bhavo, Sagaro, Paro, Utaroji. Please be kind. And I cannot do that. I am helpless, no? I have no power. You will find if you do spiritual practice, then you will think. Now you think that I will get everything by my sadhana. I will do 1000 japa. Bas. I'll catch God. I'll do 2000. How can he be away from me? If I do 2000, 10,000? 100,000? No, by His grace. That's why Tulsidas Bhakti ends there. Bhakti school ends there. That you do your practice, but no, your practice is nothing. How much you cry, how much you weep. It is all the grace, no? Without His grace, but if we don't do anything, even the grace is there, we will not be able to understand that. That's why sadhana is necessary. Crying and praying and all these things are necessary. Ishta mantra, meditation, dhanam, all are necessary. Understanding the world is unreal, momentary, changeful. There is some unchanging reality. That is called God. All these are okay. Spiritual practice is okay, but don't think that you can buy God. You cannot say, "Oh Lord, why are you doing that? I have done this today, I have done so much of japa, and you are not yet showing." No, so Ramakrishna doing, who can do more than Ramakrishna? And every day still he is crying and weeping on the bank of Ganga and saying, "Oh Ma, are you dead? Are you gone? You are not listening to me. I am crying and weeping and rubbing, no, days and days and days, no." So this is the intensity of prayer, but ultimately what comes by God's grace. That's why Tulsidas is teaching, I am begging at your feet, please give me kaho karo jodi, bhava sagara paro utaroji. This sagara, this ocean of duality, this ocean of samsara, whatever we see in the world, how many people find joy here? A little joy, followed by so much of anxiety, so much of tension, so much of fear, so much of idea of losing something. No? So this is Sri Ramji's prayer, and whatever we do, its purpose is to think He is Satchidananda, and He has taken a human form as Ramachandra. And Ramachandra is not a man of flesh and bone, but He is Satchidananda Himself. By grace, by compassion, has taken a human form. By meditating, putting our heart and soul in thinking of that divine, samsara can be crossed. So that's it. Samsara, dukkha is there, but there is a way to get out of it. That is the Bhakti school says. No? How to do that? Pray, cry, yearning for God. We need to really feel the blankness. Saboheri Shunnamai Jodina Heri Tumai. Rabindranath Tagore's song is there. Sabodukha duro korile darshana dile mohile pram ki aparo karuna tabo Mana hইল শীতল বিমল বিভয় সব হেরি শূন্যময় যদি না হেরি তোমায় চন্দ্র সূর্য তারকা জ্যোতি হারায় সব দুঃখ. Rabindranath is saying here, all my sorrows are lifted, O Lord. What a grace yours, no? You have given your darshan. And if I feel that you don't see you in my vision, I see everything is void in my life. Sabo heri shunnamay jodina heri tomay. And if I don't see you, this world becomes a total zero to me, void, meaningless. Chandra Surya Taraka Jyoti Harai. The light, shining light of the sun, moon's beautiful orb, the starry sky, they lose all their light. They become like a dark to me. So, O Lord, what a grace. Rabindranath got the vision probably that time. That's why he says, Sabo Dukha Dur, Eja Dukha. See how you link together. Here Tulsidas ji is praying, Mere Bhava Sagara Paro, Utaroji, Dukkha. Remove my Dukkha Danda. And here he says, Saba Dukkha Dura. Saba Dukkha Dura Korile. How? Darashana Dile. You appeared before me. Mohile Pran. My heart is now soothed, full of bliss. And I see, Kyopara Kuruna, what a grace. Oh Lord, what a grace of, see, what we are talking in spiritual life, see? Just it came to my mind in the song. And how it get linked, all the experiential words are same. That your life is meaningless for us. Sunnamay. Savoheri Sunnamay. Everything I see, it is all zero. Sunna means zero, no? Savoheri Sunnamay. Jodi na heri tumay. If I don't see you. And even I see the sun, moon, stars and all the galaxies, no? It has lost its light. It is all darkness to me. It is no meaning, it is non-existent to me. So this is the point, this is what happens when our miseries are lifted. Our sufferings are lifted by God's grace, by spiritual practice, holding on to the feet of the Lord. What happens? It happens, this unique thing happens. Sabadukha dura korile. All the suffering will be lost. And by your darshan only, by your vision, by your ecstatic appearance in my life, no? And that will be a thrilling experience to fulfill all my suffering, all my voidness, all my miseries. Everything is gone. So this is the goal of life, and this is the path of bhakti, what we are talking today, in this context of these prayers, no? But to think, we have to understand there is a place of knowledge also. That's why Ramakrishna Vedanta always teaches you to be holistic. Don't be one-sided. If you don't know who is Rama, how many Ramas are there in the world? No? How many Jesus are there in the world? But Jesus Christ is only one Jesus Christ. He is the same like any other Jesus. Or name is not the point. Whose name? Who is he? He is the Satchidananda, Shuddha Brahma Parakpara Ram. So, we are in the time and space, and God comes back down in human form within the time space and assumes a human body like us, and we can only in our humble way pray, meditate and connect with that divine entity. We are connecting with everything which is ultimately Sabaheri Sunnama. As you look at that, our life also, your education, your accomplishment, everything is there. Are you fully satisfied? How much we struggle to achieve those things, and really value it now? What do you think? It is fulfilling? Ramakrishna again coming here in our head. All is zero. 1 0 is 0. You give me 2 zeros, what shall I do with that 2 zeros? It's the same 0. 3 zeros, 4, 5, and 10 zeros, that's 0. But put 1 behind the 0, that's Sabo Heri Shunnamai, Jodina Heri Tomai. You come in my vision to me, then 1 0, God is here, with another 0, God is there, God is there, God is there, Ananda, 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 everywhere Ananda, 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 Keval. From 0 to Ananda, the void to fulfillment. Put 1, and all zeros add, as many zero you add, it becomes bigger and source of infinite joy and peace. That is the very spiritual life. Spiritual life is spiritualizing our life. How to see the world, how to feel the presence of God in everyone, how to feel God's presence in me, and in everything I see is the manifestation of the divine. That will come spontaneously by bhakti path, by jnana path. But there is no distinction. Because intensity comes when your intensity comes, you forget other things. When you are focused in one thing, what happens? You forget other things, no? The material part of the phenomenal universe is only reality now for us. But the spiritual personality, you will be seeing that consciousness behind everywhere. And that consciousness, when you touch with your mind consciousness, every flickering lamp, click, 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 all over light, clicking light. And otherwise for us, all over darkness. Everything the same. That's why it said, practice meditation and prayer and then analysis. Don't take your Ishta Devata when you meditate. Don't think that I am doing Rama, 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 Rama. Oh, Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna. So Ramakrishna, nothing happening. But you don't know who you are talking about. Your Ramakrishna is who? You have to understand that. The whole universe, the cosmos has come out of him. By his wish, the same reality coming again and again and again in the divine form. So it is he himself whose wish has created these galaxies and stars and billions, trillions of all this phenomenal universe. So many creatures, so many people, so many trees, plants, varieties, infinite creation. And he is the Lord God who we call our Ishta Devata. So when you think, bring this Vedantic wisdom, that you are not worshipping a person, but you are worshipping the Lord God of the entire universe in a condensed form, in a form that is like the rasa, it's called, please come. So, what you are, whom you are thinking, that thinking is not for ordinary someone, but you are thinking that power. When you think of power, you become powerful. Now, when you think of weakness, is it not? We become weak. Suppose something has happened, I am weak, and someone comes in the way of helping, put me such words, I go to more depression. But if being Vivekananda's words, you will be up. So think that you are taking the name of your Ishta Devata. Who is Ishta Devata? Is that power. I am connecting with him. Every moment you connect with him, you become powerful. No. The treasure of joy, treasure of peace, everything is here within, and we are not connecting there, we are trying to connect outside. And there also, outside also not seeing only God's presence, but only the matter. So how to transcend that? By path of following the analysis. Vedanta does not mean something complicated philosophy. There is philosophical part. But in practice it is very simple to see God everywhere. Not seek God, but see God. You are seeing God. It is His creation. He created out of what? He created some other element. There is only one. Now come to the philosophical discussion. There is only one, without a second. And that was consciousness, that was bliss, that was the reality. No? Now when the creation comes, the creation material, what will be the material of creation then? What is the other material? If one is the source of all creation, and that absolute one is the Satchidananda Brahman, then what are we seeing? Is it not Brahman? Saying there is no creation. Look at the Pacific Ocean. Think. Pacific, calm Pacific Ocean surface. No creation, nothing, only Brahman. Now think that waves, ripples are created. Are not all the ripples and waves water? Are not the same ocean? What are they?
Pacific Ocean.
Ocean, that's the same Brahman. Intellectually we can think this way, but our mind does not catch that. We emphasize on the wave only. Where shape and size is beautiful, is not beautiful, is educated, is not educated. All the qualifications of the form and name and its action and reaction and pleasantness and kindness and brutality, all are coming into picture. But they're what? Are not they all the ocean water? The Satchidananda? There is the question. Even very simple formula, if we try to understand Vedanta, it is that. Now you feel it is called Vijnanavada, it is called this uncreation theory. No, what you call? Ajatovada. Bado. Give bad. Throw away the bad. Take the truth. Truth is that it is all that reality. No? We don't understand, that's why the scholars create some bado, and then we can find intellectual some joy and find that I have understood something. But understanding is very simple. Vedanta is very simple as a child can understand. So we are seeing the ocean of water. We are seeing Satchidananda here. My ill fate, my mind does not allow me to see that. I see you as a human being. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, no, it is a mistake. That what we see, whom I see as human personality, loke jahake bhul kuriya manush name akkha deয়. People by mistake call as human being, Ami, say Naranarayanar Sevak. I am the servant of that Narayana. It is no man, no woman, it is all Narayana. Another language. Naranarayanam, Narayanam. Nara, human being. Its culmination to reach the end point of Nara is to be where we reach, that is Narayana. That is the absolute Satchidananda. So this is the point with the knowledge. So when you meditate, think your Ishta is that ocean of joy, infinite, non-dual, absolute Vedantic reality. Only out of compassion, because I cannot, my mind is incapable of perceiving that infinite nature of the divine. I want some form, sweet, loving form, compassionate form. He comes down. তাই তো তুমি রাজার রাজা হয়ে ফিরছ কতই মনোহরণ বেশে আমার হিয়ার লাগি, না? He's saying, Rabindranath again, তাই তো তুমি, for that reason, O Lord God, the Absolute, আমার হিয়ার লাগি, for my heart, to fulfill my desire of my heart, ফিরছ কতই মনোহরণ বেশে, very many attractive form. You have taken many attractive, beautiful flower, beautiful moon, beautiful sunrise, the ocean, all this in the beautiful appearances, you are just coming up in before me. So that is the idea should be kept in absolute when you meditate inside, and when you see the world, we will have to imbibe this culture. That is, I am seeing wrongly the consciousness which is making everyone move, see, hear, taste, touch, because of that consciousness. And that consciousness is permeated everywhere. I am unconsciously touching this, I am consciousness. I am touching Brahman. Because there is nothing but Brahman, nothing but ocean water. All ripple, bubble, foam, big wave, small wave, matters little. They are enjoying fun or they are clashing each other, matters little. It is all the ocean water. So, thinking this, we can interact our whole day. We interact every day. We are interacting with people around, no? In our office, in our home, in our work, in any place of our life's journey, we are practicing that every day. But we are thinking, we are getting tired and thinking this connection with the human personality minus God. That's why it is so bitter. Knowing this, then you will see, if someone comes with a dagger in hand, you will see it is Rama coming. Someone is loving you, you think this is Rama loving. Because he is the essence behind every model of appearances. So who is giving you love? Who is giving? So it is, that's why for a knower of truth, we say, they become equanimity comes in their mind. There is no one is an enemy to that person, and no one is his friend also. Because she is the only oneness. Rama, Rama, Ramamaya Jagat. Everything is permeated with that consciousness. So, bhakti, but this will not enough. As I said, you can start your spiritual practice sincerely. Meditate, pray, do the work, interact with people in this attitude of interacting with God, as it were. In your mental spirit, don't say it, behave in the outside. Outside people will not understand. This is a high philosophy we are talking about. But if you do that, you will be feeling different. Outside world will go on same way. The same brutal world will remain. Same mischievous world will remain. But you will not see the mischief. You will see the fun, the Lord's play. As in a movie or theatrical performance. People take different roles. No? And when they take the role, before that they can select who will be entrusted with which role. No? And when you take the role, you should behave the role you have taken. You have taken a role of a villain. You cannot go like a sadhu and say, ha 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 ha. Then you are rejected. You are not fit. Get out. So you want to have a role of a holy man, then you will have to behave like a holy man. Whatever is our old I matters little. But when you take the role, you have to act according to the role. But the person is not polluted by that. When they end their role, acting, from the stage comes back, then they smile at each other, no? And somebody said, "Hey, you have really hit me. You should not have hit me. You should make a posture of hitting and cruelty, but you should not hit me, no?" But anyhow, it's all fun then, is it not? That's called the fun. This world can be a fun. A sangsar majar kuti, Ramakrishna said. Ami khai dai ar maja luti. Ramakrishna said, I enjoy the charm of this life. A sangsar, this world, is majar kuti. Ami khai dai ar maja luti. So, because I see God, I see it is mother playing in all form. Mother in the hopper, grasshopper. He said, Rama. And one small boy in the village, he got a grasshopper and he got a broomstick and he's putting in his body. Naturally, you see the poor guy, he cannot cry, but his pain is so deeper. We should be sympathetic that time. But Ramakrishna was in this mood. He said, "Oh Rama," he clapped his hand and smiled. "Oh Rama, you are creating your own trouble. You are Rama in the form of the child. You are Rama in the form of the grasshopper. And you are Rama given the idea to put the stick in your own body. What is the point? It's all fun. It's all fun when you know that. But when you do not know, it is a pain. For us, it is all pain. That's a dukkha. That's why I started with Saba dukkha dura korile. This dukkha, entire dukkha, world of dukkha. Buddha came only to redeem the dukkha. Dukkham, dukkham, dukkham. Sarvam dukkham. Birth is dukkha. A growth is dukkha. Life movement is dukkha. Death is dukkha. Everything is dukkha. But there is a way out. So that is the way out, to pray, to do sadhana, meditate, japa, whatever we do, to feel that divine within and with eyes open to see the world like that. So, and also do sadhana does not mean that God's grace is very much necessary in devotional practice. Every day we have to say after finishing our meditation and prayer, Say, oh Lord, I have done this much, but you please be gracious. I do not know. Ramakrishna taught us the prayer. Mother, I am without bereft of knowledge and devotion, and please help me. Please kindly redeem me. That sincere prayer should be there. So, any question that will be better. It's just
Maharaj, I read.
This is the best opportunity. Come on.
He's asking.
Clarify your doubts. Yes, go ahead.
I read in a letter from Swami Sarvadevanandaji. He wrote that I think somebody was ill, and he said that Thakur said, let the body and the afflictions of the body take care of themselves. And
Mind you remain in
mind
joy.
you remain in bliss. Can you
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit?
Oh. Yeah, that is a state. We are now in this condition. What is our major problem? If anything happens to my body, my whole joy goes away. And we old people can testify every day. Not the younger people now. Old people, my back is hurting, this is doing that. So you are always little something happening in the body, we are so much affected. But when you realize this state, your mind remains in that ecstatic level, then pain is where? In your body. You are not the flesh and bone, you are the consciousness. What it doesn't matter if your body suffers or it has some fun and joy. Deho jane, the body knows, and dukkho jane, dukkho, suffering or pleasure, both happens in the body. You are not the body. Oh my mind, tumi ananda thako. You identify with the ananda satta. What you call you think, those where I have seen many devotees. They are so much absorbed in God consciousness. One recent lady, she has been diagnosed with terminal cancer suddenly and hospice care. So such a sudden thing. But her face is so beaming. She has taken it so peacefully. Okay, what is there? The body will go. Anyway, she is not afraid. What gives the power? Deho jane, it is a deho. Deho will have tumor. Deho will have heart is functioning, it will not function one day. The blood clot, it will happen, here is the physical thing. So why are you identifying with the body? Why not you own my mind? Mon tumi ananda thako. You remain yourself, your conscious idea should be with your ananda, which is the supreme state of our personality, our Ishta Devata, in Saguna form, Nirguna form, Satchidananda. So, that practice is to be such. See, let us give an example. It is all suffering and joy is in the body. We take too much, because we are body bound. Our mind is not trained to put it in some other area. But we unconsciously do that. Suppose we have some serious pain after operation, no? Doctor gives us some morphine or lesser dose ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever, no? And when you go to sleep, what happens? Is not the body in pain till then? Vanished. If pain was there, your mind was connected with the body, you were feeling the pain of the body. The mind has been put to sleep, mind is not functioning. So you are not feeling any pain. If this is possible by medical science, with ibuprofen and Tylenol or morphine, why not morphine of God morphine or Tylenol, ibuprofen, your Ishta Devata, your meditation, your bhajan, your prayer will lift you from that point. Where goes your world when you go to deep sleep? All the days worry. Suppose I am really in a deep trouble and I do not know what to do. But when you go to deep sleep, your mind is sleeping. No? Where goes your anxiety? which is unbearable, which is frightening. But when you are put to sleep, see, it happens by putting the mind in darkness. It happens so. When you put the mind in light, eternal light, this is not me. This is a temporary identification. It is a mistaken identification. That's why Vedanta says it is Odhasa. You have superimposed your identification with the body and mind. So this is the way, and we are trained from childhood till today. You know, when we are born, from the childhood days, our mom and dad and whole society teaches us what? To make us body conscious. Is it not? I do not know what was my nose. Mommy will say, nose. I'll say, he knows. No, this is nose. Like that, they made us conscious about this body, no? And that's necessary for survival. But you go from philosophical point, I had no identity. Body, hand, feet is all same for me. Good food, bad food, all same for me. We grow in taste, this diversity, duality, increasing this duality. And we are identifying with this duality. And now we are fully identified and engrossed into it. Now, take a reverse process. We're withdrawing and going to the source, who we are. Of course, child is ignorant, mind is not developed. That's why it is said, realized people become like child. All the spiritual people, Ramakrishna, he was childlike, simple, innocent. He said 5 years boy, and he's innocent, oblivious of any other shame, jealousy, this, that. Very simple, no? So God becomes like that. He takes the childlike form because there is no identification. With full knowledge, being in the body, totally disidentified. That's why Hari Maharaj said, Deho jane আর দুঃখ জানে মন তুমি আনন্দে থাকো. This is a practice. Anytime we can practice from today. Anytime I have a physical pain, I can tell my mind, oh mind, it is you, mind, and this body connected together, sending to the brain and feeling this pain. It is for that. But leave the mind in God, this body will be disconnected. Disconnection on this side, and it will be connected with the plugging from one to the other. No? Unplugging from the world and plugging into God. That's our japa, that's our meditation, that's our prayer. All the spiritual practices, unplugging from the world, plugging into God. So we are here, say, 1 hour, more than 1 hour, no? We have unplugged our identity from the world, our day-to-day responsibilities, suffering, pain, anxieties, worries, no? Unplugged. And we plugged into this connection. So, see, where are those problems for this 1 hour? Tell me, anyone felt this 1 hour? Because you are not here. You are not there, unplugged. Unplugged by what? It is your mind has been unplugged. Mind has been engaged into something else. So this is spiritual life, to train our mind to engage in God consciousness, in whatever way, according to your taste, temperament, practice, no? But it is to be done, and with this effort, continuously doing, we'll find that even if I try, I cannot be successful by my own effort. Then, oh Lord, please help me. That's Ramakrishna's example. The bird was sitting in the mast of a ship, and suddenly he was unmindful, and the ship left the harbor. And when the bird came to the awareness, he saw, we like that, we are sitting in a very safe ground with God, no? And suddenly, attention was digressed. Seeing this thing, and the ship has moved. The ship of the world took me to a place where I don't find any land to land. And the bird then started to find the ground and flying with the wings tired, and say, oh my God, I don't find any shore on the east side, Then he tired and came back, west side, all the sides, and then he said, "Oh my God, I don't find any direction, any land, what to do? Let me sit in the mast." Paki tui thik bose tak, ki Ramakrishna namer mastule. Oh bird, please sit down. You're thick. You sit. Definitely you sit and wait. And the Ramakrishna mast. No? That is the point. Try all these avenues. People have tried from ages together to find joy, find peace, find happiness in diverse ways. How many ways from time immemorial? But there is a failure. Then they turn back. Then he said, what next? And that's the turning point. They turn from out to in and to feel that connection there. So, this is a process Maharaj is telling that, try to, whenever anything happens to the body and mind, analyze that it is happening in the body. Pain will not go away because we are not advanced souls, but at least this will give us some sort of peace in mind that it is because of my foolishness of not training my mind how to withdraw from it. We can do it. A child fell down, and really he got hurt or she got hurt. And the children cry because of the pain. But mommy takes a doll or something very attractive and draws the attention out. For the moment it is done, child is happy, at least. And then again, attention gone, again into the pain, again start crying. We are like that. If we can draw our attention to God, Ananda, Satchidananda, or your Ishtadevata, then this pain can be avoided.
Can I ask a question? I wanted to ask in context of Ramayana about Ram leaving Sita after Adhobi asked a question about that she was away from Ram for such a long time. What is your...
You are putting me a big question. I also criticize Rama on that aspect.
Is that so?
But understand. You have to understand. Rama is not ordinary person. Yes, the avatars come to set an example. Extreme example. This one side really, I said, no one wants to have a husband like that of Rama. Rather better to Shiva. Many times I speak here and there. But we cannot judge the action of an avatar from our perspective. For us, yes, it is brutal. Whereas Sita, following the husband, she was not asked to go to exile. But she took on her, because my husband, I am half of her. So if he is in forest, I will be in forest. So she left the palace, and did so much to follow Rama all the time. And then because some dhobi has said something and listening to that and he abandoned. Very difficult for us to match those distinctions. I can criticize Ramakrishna in that aspect very much. Dakshineshwar, that is the other house, so much singing, dancing going on, and Holy Mother is the wife, legitimate wife. I was reading the other day, even 1 month, 2 months, she has no chance to go to see Ramakrishna. Societies, listen, Dakshineshwar room where Ramakrishna, whole world is coming to him, singing, dancing, samadhi going on, and Holy Mother preparing meal for Ramakrishna, could not go because men folks, the society. So she is sending to somebody. She has no chance to serve her husband, but she is living in that small quarters. Avatar's example is so, they are avatari. They are not, Sita is not ordinary Jagan Mata, no. The Shakti. So what happened, ideal is that they play a role of a king. ideal king, does not care
That's what.
for his personal, even my wife, so is chaste, everything I know. But Rama thought to remove the doubt from them, she did it. But I cannot justify it from our level, as I said Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna, Holy Mother said sometimes, I used to tell myself, Mother is telling herself in her own statement, oh, have you done such pure action that you will be able to see him every day? So, I'm happy with that, because he has come to set a role in that position. How sacrificing can be one? That's why Swami Vivekananda said, let Sita be your ideal of the life. No? Sita, Savitri, Damayanti. You read the Colombo to Almora lectures. He has exemplified Mother Sita as the ideal role of Indian woman.
But so was Ramji. He was the ideal man for everyone to worship.
Right.
And if he gave his words to her that I will take care of life as when they marry, don't you think that kind of doesn't make sense? Was it added as a context? They say when the invaders came, they just added this context for.
I do not know. I have not studied so deeply.
Okay.
My point is that when we think how much unselfish you can be, in the example of the avatars depicted. Holy Mother, in that condition, she is saying, I never know what is called dukkha, suffering. My heart is always a pitcher full of bliss. It is to overflow. With this husband's behavior, what will you do? Which wife can tolerate that? One day I am cooking and taking care of the Noren, Rakhal, everyone is coming, parota, this, that, sleeping in that. No bathroom to go out in the early morning, 3:30 she gets up and does her nature's things, and then come to take a dip in the Ganga. Crocodile sometimes come in the early morning, 3:30 to 4 o'clock, and almost she was one day putting her feet on the crocodile, and then come back. That's the whole day. Till the evening comes, darkness comes, she cannot go for even nature's call. So how can you think of that? And Ramakrishna, being God himself, so much compassionate to the world, came for the good of the universe. We cannot judge from our standpoint. It is Mother to show an example how much dedication one can do. And here is Ramakrishna, intoxicated in God. He has no consciousness of outside. But we don't understand how should be that extreme where you don't pay attention to this minimum thing. Yeah, he cannot take care of that. And then society was not ready for those things. So it happened. So here we have to see from a different perspective, to set an example how much we can give up, how much sacrifice we can do. Any question? Yeah.
Maharaj, why is Swamiji calling Thakur Avatar Varishtha?
Avatar Varishtha, yeah. Every avatar incarnation is God himself, as I said. Avatar Varishtha means, I give the example, is a police officer. He has so many weapons, no, here. One dagger, one knife, one rifle, all these things different. And what you call the spray, all these are different weapons. What police officer uses it under these circumstances, no? Somewhere spray is enough, somewhere maybe some lathi is enough, someone is nothing, gun. So when Avatara comes for the particular age, what is the need, he uses that much power. So in Rama Avatar, we see ideal king. King, their subjects are more than your wife, more than your children. So that type of extreme love for the subjects, for the ideal king, to see that, show that. Rama came, Krishna came to kill the demons and other things, as also destroy so many demonic kings. who are abducting the Raj Mahishis of different good kings, killed them and took them in the shelter. He has a role, different role. This with the weapon, physical weapon. Buddha came only for renunciation. Extreme renunciation, example of renunciation. Who can renounce? I have nothing, I can say I renounced. No? But you have one kingdom and you throw away like that. Is it a matter of joke, that renunciation? And nothing could attract him. So that's the example of renunciation and search for the truth so intense he showed. In Ramakrishna what happened? It is the Sattika manifestation. No weapon, no other external show. Very simple man, half-naked man, thinking of God, God intoxicated. Example of extreme renunciation the world never have seen. You cannot touch a coin in his body will be bent. When Holy Mother was asked, what is the speciality of Ramakrishna incarnation? He said that people talk about harmony of religion, no? Ramakrishna. That was not necessary for Rama's time, Krishna's time. Harmony of religion, you can know how much important is today's condition. The world is under bloodshed. Religion. It has happened before. And it's happening how much? Avatara came to show this example. Its impact will go, maybe it will take time when we do not know. But he has to show this harmony of religion is the need of that age. If every religion does not understand that to be a spiritual person, dive deep into your own sadhana in whatever path you follow, respect others. If that does not happen, this type of bloodshed will continue. But God came in this age only, that was the vital point. It is really the greatest contribution of the harmony of religions, harmony of all experiences, duality, non-duality, bhakti, jnana, karma, yoga, harmony there, harmony, avatar of harmony. But Holy Mother said, no. People say that harmony is the contribution of Ramakrishna. No. His renunciation, world never saw that. But it's such an ecstatic point of detachment to the world and absorption in God. Renunciation means also that. Mind is totally absorbed in God so much, there is not even a trace of love for the world and worldliness. The world never has seen. That's why it is called Avatara, Sattika manifestation. Rama, Krishna had to do that role, Rajasa manifestation. Rajasic people to fight with the demons, with the bad kings, Rajasic, Tamasic people. So he has to exercise those powers there, remaining his own self. But he did that. But here there is no demonic, the demon of the mind, he came to kill that with the contribution of his purity of life. Purity of Ramakrishna, no one can beat. Holy Mother's purity, no one can. Even it said your mind is disturbed, just look at the picture, your mind will be holy. Disturbed mind does not get into any noble thought, sometimes evil thought comes. Just look at Ramakrishna's picture, Holy Mother's picture. Such a purity pouring out from them, as if it is purity incarnate. So that's why it's called the Sattika manifestation. Manifestation, Rajasic, Tamasic, Sattik, no? So in his Sattika manifestation, that's why it is the highest. No, the bulb. Bulb is, say, 100-watt bulb. It is covered with some darker covering, because that was needed to dark people to kill. And then another little lighter, red is Rajas. Rajas people to kill Rajas. Now it is all crystal white. What will happen? Light manifest. That's why you say it's a greater manifestation of light. Internally same God, but external manifestation was necessary to exercise that for the need of the time and situation. That's why it's called Avatar Buddhist. And also, in no incarnation in the history, this has been proven, all paths lead to the same goal. 64 tantras, only we hear. One lifetime goes to be successful in one path. Even people do not. He practiced 64 ways of tantra, everyone and successful. And proved that the ultimate realization is the same. Bhakti, jnana, karma, whatever path, world religions, Islam. You see, Islam is a religion of love, yes, but not this Islam which you now know now, because it is that mystic part is gone. It is what Swamiji has criticized. Swamiji has criticized that it is all nonsense. Your rituals and doctrines and dogmas, that will all differ. I do the puja one way, you do the puja, even in the same puja. Everyone does little different. So, why do you fight with the way of worshipping rather than not loving God? Criterion is to love God. Forget that part. Those who are trying to kill others, do they do sadhana? Cry for God today? Or they're jumping on the other people who are not following their religion and correcting them and chopping the head. What are you doing? Who are you? Are you a lover of God? Are you very mean, unkind, subhuman, poshu, demon? In the name of religion, you are taking advantage of them. In Hindu religion, find one place where you say you are immoral life and you are spiritual. Find one place. No scripture in Hinduism will tell you you are moral, ethical, ideal, and idealistic, and first foundation of spirituality, yama, niyama, asana, etc. Purity of the heart, loving others. And you go and torture someone and you are a religious person. So what type of religion is that? So that's why confusion. Ramakrishna showed that path. In Islam, love for God. You do that, in that path, he prayed the same way as namaz and other things, and practiced the exact Islamic practice, forgot about all other practice. He was only Islamic practice and he himself. And he attained to the same conclusion. So this is the verification of the ancient wisdom. That's in that respect he is Avatar Buddhist. In this time, it was needed to practice that and prove that to the whole world. Okay. Any question more? Yes. Please, little loud, please. Loud.
According to the Gospel of Ramakrishna, according to the Gospel of Ramakrishna, he had some doubts at one point that religion was a figment of artistic imagination of human beings.
What he said? Religion?
According to the
Gospel of Ramakrishna?
At one point he had a doubt if religion was a figment of human imagination. And of course he had the blessings of Ma Kali, where he realized that, but as a mere mortal like me, who has always this conflicting feeling, if I'm on the right path or is it for all for nothing, and how do I reconcile that?
The question I am getting doubt. Please clarify what is the question?
So he had some doubt regarding
Doubt about what?
if religion was a figment of human imagination before he had the vision.
He said, that he said in spiritual practice, when she is a sadhaka stage, showing that in our sadhana, they depict all the problems in their life and the solution also. So in our sadhana, when we do spiritual practice, after some days of meditation, you will say that if you get mantra initiation and practice for meditation for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and you see that you are not having any experience, then you doubt, is it a figment of my mind? I am seeing this, is it a figment of mind? That doubt will come. But when the perfect experience will come, he is going through that stage as if taking a human imperfection and transcending that says, I see God. The door sill, mother is everywhere. I see that. That conclusion he arrived. So in a sadhana period, you, me, everyone will have some. So he indicated that. And he found that doubt may come, but continue your sadhana.
That same doubt I have, that sometimes overwhelms me, and
Yeah, right.
I say, okay, whatever I'm doing, is it all for nothing?
No, before that, we should be also careful to say, and am I doing enough? Tell me. I can say I got initiation from my guru 1961. 1961, mind it. And now is what? 61 years or 62 years, nothing has happened. Yeah? Means 61 years, how many minutes you have thought about God? 1 year, how many seconds you did serious thinking about God? Not doing then mind was where? Did you give your whole heart and soul and thought? We have to question that. If it does not happen, it's our fault. Swami Brahmananda, who is that Swami? Where is that Swami? Here. He said that you got the mantra, practice it sincerely. If you don't get any result, come and slap on my face if you don't get within 3 years. That means, what it means, that we should also be sincerely focused practice. See, we do, Guru has said, 108, no time, quickly. She sprinkle water and she just and do Rama, 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 Rama. That is good. That is our present condition. But we should have to judge. Can I not do it extend in my work? Can I not do when I am driving? Can I not practice in such way mentally so that when I talk, even that mental meditation practice will continue? One Ramakrishna said, like a toothache, can you think God is in my heart all the time? Can you feel the presence of God? Do we took those results? If we have to take those results, that is the indication. Doubt will come, and it's true. And even if you practice, as I said, you do 10,000 japa every day, that will not do. But I am counting 10,000. Where was my mind? If the mind gets settled only 12 seconds in God, you see the world is changed. 12 seconds. Thinking of nothing but God. That day the world will change. That's one dharana, hold the mind. 12 times of that 144 seconds, if one can hold the mind in God consciousness, that is called dhyanam, 1 unit of dhyanam. You see the sparkling nature and leaves of God's smile. You see the world is totally transformed. And is much deeper, then you reach samadhi. So the question is that our diving deep is the question. And we are doing our best under the circumstances. We'll have to see 61 years of my life I got initiation and nothing happened. Your fault. Ramakrishna gave the example. In old days, people used to have, in a field, they used to grow crops and things, no? So they used to bring water, fetch water from other pond or something, physically. And at the end of the day, he did the whole day. At the end of the day he came, he saw that all water is gone. Then he said, what happened? I worked so hard, whole day's work. No, your work has been futile because you not stopped the holes. We have to check where is our hole. Mental illness, weakness, our jealousy, our character changing of character, truthfulness, honesty, ahimsa, sattva, asteyo, brahmacharya, aparigraha. All these qualities have been given by our scripture. We have to be attentive there also. Maybe I am bringing some noble thought. One something happens in the office or in home front or in work front or outside. It makes me totally unsettled. Then you say, hey, Why I am getting so upset? It is a material world, it will work that way. Let me do my duty and detach. This practice of detachment there. We don't practice there, we don't bring God there also. I am to attach to God, not to the material actions and reactions, material world's functionality. So that type of analysis is necessary, watchfulness is necessary, sincerity is necessary. And when we cannot, we have to pray with tearful eyes. Oh Lord, I try, but I am helpless. Please help me. That also is a big help for our spiritual journey. So thank you all. It is 9 o'clock. Anything? Announcement? Anything?
Prasad.
Prasad.
There.
Yes, our volunteers have prepared dinner for all of you.
All of you.
So please come to the next house, to the backyard, and accept the prasad.
Very good. You are all invited. Come, then we can talk more. Jai Sri Guru Maharaj Ji ki Jai. Jai Mahamai ki Jai. Jai Swami Ji Maharaj Ji ki Jai. But they have not announced that I will be here tomorrow evening also, no?
Yes.
Tomorrow evening also. So come with question. But I like very, it's interactive. I can say in one way, it's one-way traffic. But interaction is much lively. And really it becomes more useful because it is some question and how I look at that response to that question. I am not perfect, but I view the question in this way. You may have another view, but at least we can discuss and exchange these thoughts. Come with questions tomorrow. Please come for food.